I've always wanted to do that. I don't actually know why. Anywho, in this lesson, we are going to be looking at Zapier. And so Zapier is a great way to connect things to Mailchimp. And you can grab extra details about your contacts from outside services and put them into your contact information in Mailchimp. And so things like your webinar software, your online store, Stripe charges, all of those things can be used to tag or group people already in your Mailchimp account so you can better segment them later. So for this example, let's connect Stripe to Mailchimp. So every time a successful charge happens on Stripe, we are going to group that person in Mailchimp as a purchaser. That makes sense, right? So then we can send things like automations or segment them out of sales emails. So we're going to get started here by going into our Zapier account and we're going to make a new Zap. So let's name this Zap just Stripe to Mailchimp and spell Mailchimp correctly. So we're going to select this. So we're going to select Stripe. We're going to close that guide. So we'll select Stripe and we will select a new charge. We'll click continue. So we're going to sign into Stripe. So here Stripe is asking, or Zapier is asking for our API key. So I'm going to go into Stripe. I'm going to go into our API keys. I'm grabbing a test data API key. If you're doing this for live charges, grab your live API key. But because this is just an example and a course, I'm just going to grab my test one. And you can see that it's there. So I'm going to copy it there. I'm going to paste it into here. So I'm going to click yes, continue. And now back in Zapier, I've connected it to my Stripe account. I'm going to click continue. So when this happens, a new charge in Stripe, continue. I want to not include failed charges because I only want people who have successfully paid for my product to be targeted and segmented and grouped as a buyer. So I'll click continue. And I'm going to go test the connection because I want to make sure that this works. So it looks like the test worked. So now I'm going to say when a new charge happens in Stripe, do this. So Mailchimp, going to select choose app Mailchimp, going to select update or add existing subscriber. And that means if they're not on our list, we will add them. If they're already on our list, we're going to update them. So either way, we're covered. So I'm going to click continue. So now I'm going to sign into Mailchimp, similar to how I signed into Stripe. So now that I'm logged in, I'm going to say, yep, that's right. It's connecting to my Chimperoo account. I'm going to click continue. And now I'm going to customize the subscriber. So I'm going to say I want it to look at the Chimperoo audience. I want to match the email from Stripe with the email in Mailchimp. So that's the customer email. I'm going to say I don't want a double opt-in. I do want it to be updating the existing subscriber. I don't want to replace groups. I only want to add. And now I'm going to select the group. And I'm going to select purchaser, Chimperoo, product one, because I know that the Stripe account is only connected to product one. You connect it to whatever you want. I'm just showing you how to do a grouping of a contact if they purchase something. So now we're going to click continue. So now we're going to test the connection. So on Stripe's side, it looked for a subscriber and it looks like Jack at fake subscriber is going to be added. So I'm going to send the test. So it looks like it's ready. So try it out and turn it on. So for now though, I'm just going to go back into my audience and I'm going to double check it. So I'm going to go to view contacts. I'm going to go manage contacts, groups. I want to see that this worked. So I'm going to click view and I'm going to click product one. It says 0 contacts on the previous screen, but that screen is actually cached on Mailchimp's side. So if you click into it, you'll see that, hey, look, Jack was added to this group from that Zap. They were added to the purchaser group and given the group name of Chimperoo Product 1. So this works. So now we can turn the Zap on here, but I also want to show you how to tag people. That was how to put people into groups. Now I want to tag. So I'm going to go back to setup. If you only want to tag a subscriber and you don't want to add them to a group, you still have to create the add or update subscriber. Just don't add any group stuff in here. Just go straight to the plus button, go to Mailchimp, and then select the action. We want to add subscriber to a tag. So we're going to click continue. We're going to select our Mailchimp account. We're going to click continue again. Now we're going to go, audience is still Chimperoo. Tag is buyers. And the email address is the email address from the second step, this. So we'll click continue. So yes, this is a lot of work, but having payment information on your mailing list in Mailchimp is so powerful in terms of segmenting and automating. It's worth doing all of this. And this is only if your store does not connect to Mailchimp automatically, like a Woo store. So we'll skip this test because we've already tested that. And now we're going to turn our Zap on. So now our Zap is on. So to summarize, we look for a new charge in Stripe. We add that person to our mailing list or update them. In this example, they've been added to a group. And we also tag that person from this step with a tag if we want to do that. So that's how we create a Zap to take data from an external service or piece of software and put that data into a contact on our Mailchimp mailing list by adding them to a group or giving them a tag. That's it. Thanks for watching.